Hi guys, today is my first ever tag video. Libra 1975 started a tag on Louis Vuitton Lovers, and I thought it would be a great tag for me to help give some of you an insight, or we just compare videos. So without further ado, let me get into the first question. And the first question is, when and where did you first lay eyes on Louis? One of my girlfriends had a bag, a Louis Vuitton bag, and I was just fell in love. And her boyfriend always bought her these nice bags, but it was particularly the Louis Vuitton bag that I really liked, and it was the vachetta leather that I just enjoyed. And I would smell her bag like all the time, and she always had nice Christian Dior bags, Chanel bags, and Louis Vuitton. At the time, I couldn't tell real from fake, so I didn't know any difference. So the second question is, what piece had you at hello? That would be the Eva clutch in the Damier Ebene, which I finally picked up. And that is just a really pretty, functional, beautiful bag. And I think it's more or less of the chain that I'm in love with than anything. Question 3. How old were you when you first met Louis? That's an easy one. I was 23, in school. And like I said, I couldn't tell real from fake. And I just knew that it looked cool. A lot of people were wearing it, and I wanted one eventually one day. How long have you had a relationship with Louis Vuitton? About 2 years. And I say 2 years because I got my first piece. I'm having to read the questions to make sure I don't answer another question with this. I got my first piece when I was 23. And that was an authentic Speedy that I purchased from the store at that time. It was not as expensive as it is now. And I kind of found out, like, it was the monogram Speedy 25. And I just got it because it was popular and everyone else had it. But I found out that I wasn't a really handle type of girl, and I just ended up kind of putting that in the back of the closet and just getting into other brands. Was monogram your first kiss? Yes, it was monogram, only because at the time I didn't think a lot of people knew about the Damier, and everyone kind of was like, oh, if you're gonna wear Louis Vuitton, it has to be known that it's Louis Vuitton, so you have to get the ones with the LVs on it. And I didn't even know that the Damier Ebene or the Azur or the other things or the Epi were Louis Vuitton. I just assumed that the only Louis Vuitton that I knew had LVs on it. So when people told me that this is LV, and I'm like, psh, you don't have LV plastered everywhere, so it can't be real. So that's how immature I was back then. Have you ever cheated on Louis? Of course, I'm not a monogamous type of girl. I definitely had, after my first Speedy bag, and I put that in the corner. I love an addiction for Coach, because at the time when I bought the Louis Vuitton, I didn't have no Louis Vuitton money. I had some Coach money, so I had a really fun time collecting Coach. And then I decided to kick it up another notch, and I started buying Gucci. So yeah, Louis Vuitton and Gucci. Right now it's probably bread and butter goes to Louis Vuitton, though, only because, hold on, I don't want to answer the question, so let me go to the next question. Who did you cheat with? Okay, so I just answered that question. Louis and Coach. A little juicy, I will say juicy, and that's only because everybody, that was back, I have no idea why I love that ugly velour. No offense to any of you that liked it, but I used to wear those Daydreamer bags that I have now since sold to some young little girl that likes hot pink and green bags with, yeah. But I like the juicy wallets. I have a few juicy wallets. If you were to only have one piece of Louis, what would it be and why? It would be the Neverfull MM Damier Ebene, only because that is a very versatile bag. I could put it could be a night bag, it could be a purse, it could be a lot of things. So it's very versatile for me. And a lot of people have a problem with the straps, but I don't have a problem because I don't load my bags. So what makes Louis Vuitton so special? To me, Louis Vuitton makes me feel like I have finally arrived at my maturity level in knowing the difference between bags and all the SLGs, and it's a status symbol. I'm gonna be the first person to probably mention this, but to me it's a status symbol because when I was younger, I didn't really know, I couldn't care, but I noticed a lot of women that are a little bit older, we know the difference. So it's kind of fun. I feel like it's show and tell. So most of the women that are able to afford these bags will be, you know, late 20s to 30s and above. So, but to be honest, I've always wanted to own something that would never really go out of style, would hold its value, you know, somewhat. It'd be worth something, and I could fall in love with. Because there was a point where I was getting these Coach and Gucci bags, and I would love them to death, and they just fall apart. And I couldn't take it in for service or nothing like that. So that is something I keep in mind when I buy my bags, is what happens when the unexpected happens. And with Louis Vuitton, they have a really good track record of being able to repair your bags. Now, for free, no, but you can salvage something. Does Louis Vuitton keep you satisfied? No. And I say that because versatility is one of the things that I always pride myself in, and I have eyes for Chanel and I have eyes for Celine. However, I've not purchased any of these bags, but I do plan to in the future. But Louis Vuitton is my bread and butter, but it's not all the honey in the pot. So I hope that answers all your Louis Vuitton lovers questions. I know mine is probably kind of dry, but I enjoyed watching a lot of yours answers to these questions, because it's kind of similar to, we kind of all seem to meld in the same story. So that is my tags video. You are now tagged by the life of an angel. Take care. Goodbye.